All right, let me repeat that. Ezra Miller's going down. This is our 40th episode.
Hey,
Technically it's 41 if you include the pilot, but it's actually episode 40, um, which it should be on Rumble, YouTube, and all your favorite podcast stations. All right, what's going on with Ezra Miller? I hear he's just going down in a bag of flames.
well, they can't find the woman and her kids that were living with him.
I read something like that, but I didn't go any further with it. It was like in
Well, he's not saying where they are, and they're just like, we don't know where they are.
so they literally know nothing. Like they could be dead, they could be in the
They could
next
be buried under
county,
his house. They could be
driving
three
the
states
Disney World.
away. Yeah.
That's insane.
So I just read today there's a 3-point plan that Warner Brothers now is going with for the Flash in case I don't know what more they need to have happen, but they said worst case scenario the movie gets shelved,
Yeah. Well,
and other than that they're going to like just dump it out with no fanfare, nothing. Just here you go, there it is. And then the other one is if he's willing to do an interview after this all fades, they'll put it out with like limited interviews and stuff. But come on,
just dump it.
it's
I'll
over.
watch it. I mean, they already paid the guy. So, I mean, dump it out. Why not? It's made.
No
Just
one's
get
gonna
rid.
no one's gonna go see it.
I won't go see it, but I'll watch it on Disney Plus or HBO Max.
See, I'm torn on that kind of thing because he's already been paid. Me not going to see it only affects the filmmakers.
You just said you weren't going to see it.
I'm not going to. I'm just saying in that situation, I
Oh,
wasn't
I
going to see it
got
no
you.
matter what. Even if he was clean as a whistle and an angel, I still wasn't going to see it.
I still say fucking deep fake him, and then put out a big press on it and leave Ezra out of it like he doesn't exist.
I don't know why they couldn't like film an ending where like Flash goes through one of those time warps and then he comes out the other end a different actor.
I would just Don Cheadle that thing. Don't even explain it. Everyone knows. Just replace him.
Just replace him, and everybody's like, yeah, it's the same guy.
Yep. I mean, just replace. Everybody knows. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, I
And
wish
if
they
the
would have wrote this into the story. They're gonna be
if the
like, yeah, I get it.
characters if the characters around him like don't acknowledge it, who cares, right? It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's the same guy. It's the same guy.
Yep. I say just dump his ass.
Well, he's definitely. I mean,
Well,
they
I
would
mean,
have to be
he is
stupid
dumped.
to recast him. But you know
Yeah.
what? How much leniency? And by the way, I'm purposely not using this guy's pronouns because he doesn't deserve the respect.
Well, I don't use anyone's pronouns anyways,
I'm
but
just
I
saying, if you're
but
gonna
I hear you.
like the article is still like they. No, no, no. He doesn't deserve that respect.
Oh my god, it's a nightmare to read. To be honest with you, by using the pronouns he wants, I feel like the article is almost misleading. Like they were the last ones to see them. They who? I know Ezra Miller, but who else? I mean, it
Well, yeah,
doesn't
when you
make
say it like
sense.
that, it sounds plural.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I think I read that yesterday. It was like they don't know where this woman and her kids are. That's kind of scary.
that's really dicked up. Almost as dicked up as my bad lighting situation I got going on here.
So Warner Bros. Cancels Batgirl because it's garbage, but they keep
Yeah.
the Flash. They keep the Flash going.
Out of all the CW shows, The Flash wasn't too bad. I didn't
That's
like the girl who played his girlfriend, but now I can't say that because apparently she's claiming that it's because she's black, which I don't know. I didn't like her before I knew she was black. Actually, I always knew she was black, but that's not the reason why. And she's not a good actress. In my opinion, I'm not probably a good actor, but the
but you're not trying to
Gus,
be either.
well, that's true too. Yeah, the Grant guy or whatever his name is, he's pretty
Grant
good.
Gustin, yeah.
And then and actually I like his adopted dad, basically his girlfriend's dad. He's black, so I guess there you go. I'm 50-50 according to her. Um well,
Isn't
actually
the
I like
show
his stepmom too.
connected to the Arrow show still?
Yeah, well Arrow, dude, that guy knew to get out. Um
What did that
it,
show go? 19 seasons or something?
yeah, like 5 or 20,000 seasons, yeah. I mean season 4 or 5, which one of those it sucked, and they did a couple more I think after that, but I think after that sucky one that everyone admits sucks. Um I think he was. I think he saw it. He's like, I don't need. I think Amel, that's his name, Amel. I think he saw it and just went, yeah, I don't need to do this. But I liked it. It was good. I mean, even the sucky season had some good episodes. It had less good episodes than bad
Well,
episodes,
you know,
unfortunately. But
Supernatural went on for what 25 years. They're bound to have some clunkers in there.
oh god, the last season, 15 years. The last season, I gotta admit, wasn't the best. They at least ended it well. I was happy with how they ended. I think it could have been better. They pushed out because of COVID. They were going to do a bigger thing with like bringing a lot of the people back and stuff. I don't
Yeah.
want to explain how, but it would have worked. Um, but it was still good. It was a nice, touching thing. I like Jason Ackles and Jared Padalecki. I mean, I think all of Hollywood's a bunch of addicts and have no grounding in reality. But as far as I can tell, they keep their mouths shut, and they're you know what, they're circus monkeys. Dance, bitch, dance. I don't want to hear their politics or stuff. They get paid way too much money, um, and that might be a little mean to say. I mean, everyone's opinion matters, but theirs don't.
Well,
Damn it! I finally said it. Oh wait.
well, it had to come out sometime.
I mean, I do think their opinion matter. All our opinions matter. We're not always all right. We're not always all wrong.
That's why it's called
Um,
an opinion.
yeah, but I mean, god damn. I mean, even Chris Evans has kind of kept his mouth shut lately, which is nice. Because I love him as an actor. Dude, Gray Man was good.
Because Lightyear tanked like a bomb.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with Lightyear, especially for the reason everybody jumped up its ass for it. It
I
was
still don't
so.
think that's the reason nobody went to see it, just because it
I
didn't look
think it
very
was.
interesting.
Be honest, I think it was an easy target.
Oh, sure, why not?
It's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie. I've watched much worse than that. Um, and the whole lesbian thing. Really, people hounded on that lesbian thing. When did this whole bad lesbian thing happen? I thought lesbianism was awesome.
You're thinking of movie lesbianism, not real life.
Oh, you might be right. I be honest, I still didn't have a problem with it. I was it. I
Who
mean,
cares?
I get maybe in some movies they're like, well, how'd they have kids and stuff? They're on a spaceship in the middle of nowhere exploring. I'm sure there's some freaking sperm on that freaking spacecraft because they didn't just end their
How many aliens did
population.
Captain Kirk bed down?
Oh my God, yeah. He has the first biracial kiss on
Yeah, on
television.
TV.
I mean,
Yeah.
the guy's a douchebag, but I give him credit for that. He was breaking boundaries. It
As much as he says he hates Star Trek and then cashes all the checks.
Oh my God. Yeah, he hates it just because it cramps his hand up signing all those bastards. Other than that, he loves it. It
Well, remember him
that's
at the con we were at, and you like had your camera to do something, and one of his goons came out and hassled you.
oh,
You
well,
were you were even
I was holding my camera up taking a picture of the crowd because it was so
yeah.
crowded as we
You didn't
walked
care about
in.
him.
No pictures taken. You're 20 yards away from me, you fat fuck. You ain't. I'm not taking a picture of you. You arrogant, egotistical bitch.
Yep.
I'd rather have Picard's picture. Give me Xavier. It Yeah, that I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, we were walking right by Boondock Saints booth right
Yeah.
as you walked in, and
Yeah.
I wasn't even aiming at him. What an arrogant prick. But you know what? I don't think it's a. I hear that he can be a really nice guy at times, and then at other times he's just an arrogant prick. Like he's almost like he's bipolar. I I don't know what truth there is to that. All I know is he was an arrogant prick when I met him.
I didn't even
It
meet him.
That's true. In all fairness,
Just
that was his bodyguard. It wasn't him.
yeah. Well, the bodyguard's working under some kind of orders, right?
Yeah, yeah. But the thing was, is there was what, like 50 people between us in a
Yeah,
straight
you were
line. And it
he was
was,
sitting at a table, and all the people were standing in front of it. You couldn't have got him if you wanted to.
oh God, no, God, no. I couldn't. I would have had a surf over there, crowd surf. Yeah, what a egotistical bastard. It.
But at least he was there. Hey, Ray Park.
Oh, you know what, Shatner? I apologize. Darth Maul's a bitch.
And then when they come down, it's like, yeah, no, he knows you're all here. Really? And he's still not going to come down here?
From what I understand, I looked it up later. He never showed up.
Yeah, of course he
He
didn't.
was gone. He was on an airplane probably before, or he was at least at the airport before you and I left the line.
Oh yeah, that was such bullshit.
That was
Uh,
shitty to say. There's no way they didn't know he went to the airport, or at least knew he wasn't coming. They should have
oh, of
just
course
sucked
they
it up
did.
and told us because here we are with our dicks in our hands, standing in line, all excited to see Toad.
Sleepy Hollow, headless horseman without the head.
Yeah, funny you mention that because not this podcast, not the next podcast, because the next podcast will be our comedies under a million. With the non-franchise ones, that almost made my list.
I don't. Oh yeah, Sleepy Hollow was really good.
Yeah, I actually really like that movie. In fact, actually, it might have made my list. I don't remember anymore. I gotta look, but I won't look now. People just gotta tune in.
For those running, we're going to do two separate lists: one of top 5 comedies made for under a million, and top 5 non-franchise horror. Those horrors couldn't have prequels, sequels, remakes, or reboots.
Shit.
Oh, did you put a remake on there?
No, I did not. I put the one before it was remade. But I did, just in case I fucked up because I wasn't 100% sure on some of it, I did do some honorable mentions. So I'm covered.
Well,
It
we can get to it if you want.
Our comedy one next podcast,
That one was tougher to do.
that one was hard. If I would have said 2 million instead of a million, it would have been much, much easier. And there's one on there that I'm really happy I put on there because you hate it. And don't guess it though. But you hate it, and I actually didn't like it either at first. But it's one of those weird ones that when it's on
Oh my
TV,
God! If I
I
think
leave.
what it is, I'm going to slap some. I'm going to come up there and slap your face.
Well, let's get those cheeks ready because I'm sure that's it. Um, well, we only got 11 minutes going here. I mean, I could just leave this podcast at 11 minutes, or we can keep going about Ezra Miller, DC, and Flash and how they suck balls.
I've made my point about DC and what I want them to do, but they're not going to do it, so fuck them.
Well, what's the 10-year plan? Didn't you say? Well, I read there was a 10-year plan, but you said there was a three-phase plan.
The three-phase plan was only for the Flash movie.
Oh,
Like
see,
if Ezra Miller's legal, I don't know what more could pile on outside
well,
of
what do they
like
have him for now? Now don't they have an
burglary,
arrest warrant for him?
burglary because he
Yeah.
stole booze out of somebody's house, and
Jesus
then
Christ.
he's still looking at that assault charge in Hawaii, I think,
Oh yeah, that's right.
throwing that chair. So I mean, what more? People have lost their jobs for less than that in Hollywood. Give me a break.
Oh my God. What Gina Carano posted a picture that was extremely accurate about how
Yeah.
your neighbors turn on you first.
Yep.
And she literally got canceled for it. Like she got fired for that
Yeah.
crap. And her
And Roseanne did.
co-star Pascal said
Roseanne,
worse. Oh yeah, Roseanne, Jesus
she
Christ.
made a stupid fucking joke, and she canceled off her own show. It's named after her.
Yeah, now it's the Connors. That's right. Yeah, because it used to be Roseanne, you're right. Yeah.
So give me a break.
Yeah, the funny
Why
thing
does this
is
piece of
is
shit get so
I
much leeway?
I never really cared for Roseanne, but what they did was wrong.
I like the show, the original show, for like the first 4 years. Then, of course, what happens? Every show happens.
Well, they all jump a shark. They won the lottery or
Yep.
some shit like that, or they killed Dan off because he wanted to leave,
I
and
didn't.
then
Yeah, I don't acknowledge those last like couple seasons because they're terrible.
well, they
When
don't
they win,
either.
when they win
They
the yeah,
fever
when they win
dreamed
the
it.
lottery, all that.
Yeah,
Oh, we should touch on the awesome news of Rick and Michonne show
Rick and Michonne.
from Walking Dead. They're getting their own show.
Oh, so I purposely been ignoring that stuff. But they canceled the movies. We called that. We
That was
said they
never
were
going to
never
happen.
gonna
That
do
was
it.
always garbage.
Yep, that was never gonna happen. I'm curious how
Here's
much
my
I'm blowing my mic out here.
here's my theory. They're going to show up in the finale of the main show,
At the very end,
the very end, and then the show will fill in how they got there.
the Rick and Michonne show.
Yeah, the Rick and Michonne show will show how Michonne found Rick, and then where they were, who knows, probably in Europe somewhere, and then that's how they get there.
I agree. I agree 100%. In fact, I wouldn't change a word you just said. Drives me nuts that like you're looking at the camera,
Yeah.
and then when I see me, I'm not, and it's driving me bonkers. I wonder if I put it on my.
Oh yeah, I got that. That's cool. I like that one.
Yeah, I want to take it out of the box, but I suppose anyone listening, it, it's Lord Vader's meditation chamber.
Was it the 300th figure?
500th.
500th. Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
But the
I didn't even
package
notice
is
that
like
till you said something.
the thing. It's like his chamber is the package. So
Oh, is that what it is? I
yeah,
didn't even open it. I just assumed that it was wrapped around that, but
I mean it kind of is.
you're right. It is though. The package. Okay, so I could I could take the bottom of the package off, like the 500th part
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. I know we went to Freak Toys and we were ready to leave, and Angie's like, "You're not going to get anything." I've been trying not to spend money on just crap laying around my house anymore, and she actually guilted me into buying something.
What'd you get?
I got that.
Oh, okay. I thought you had that.
No, no, no. I just got it. I
What'd you pay for it?
$12.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I looked it up. It wasn't a great deal. Wasn't a bad deal.
Well, it's not very rare. They made a ton of those.
The
You are fucking making me dizzy. What is this?
there we go. Maybe that'll be a little better. I'm trying to
Now
put
you're
my
gonna
camera.
stare into my soul. You win.
I the I forgot what I was gonna say. I guess it wasn't that important. Oh, so I watched the Jay and Silent Bomb trailer again.
Clerks 3.
Not the Clerks 3. Yeah, not the Jesus Christ. I watched Clerks 3 trailer again, and I think it's gonna be fantastic.
I'm hoping so.
I um I like they did these little things in there that I thought were pretty funny. Um, I don't know what it is, but it's Jesus, that is a bright light. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like it's the pre-smoking pot Kevin Smith again.
Because I think he actually has passion for Clerks and the characters.
That's what I think it is too. Like there's pot jokes in it, and I'm fine with that.
Well,
I
there
don't.
always have been. There always have
Yeah,
been.
yeah, and I don't have a problem with that because I was talking to someone the other day, and they're like, "Well, what's your deal with pot?" And they didn't say it that way, but and I'm like, "Oh, I don't have one. I just don't." He's changed. It's different when you're forcing it in there, where when it's
You
actually
can't
part of
say
it.
that. You can't say that. Yoga Hosers is the same as Clerks 2. The writing, the directing, none of it.
Yoga hosers?
That one with the Nazi sausages that was running around is his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter. They work at like a convenience store.
I've never seen that.
Count yourself lucky.
Well, now I want to.
Oh god, it's dog shit.
Yeah, but sometimes I like watching dog shit
It
just
was
so I
with the
know
it was
know
with
it's
the
dog shit.
Tusk when he was doing Tusk. These are all like the same because like Johnny Depp's character's in Tusk and he's in this, and I think there's a third one maybe.
R- Really? No, I did not know about that.
It was in theaters for 81 minutes, so that's probably why you missed it.
The running time. Credits aren't even over, and all of a sudden Smurfs Adventures replaying from
as
1986.
as Bob Uecker once said about the third Major League movie, the movie debuted on a plane and people still
Yeah.
walked out.
Scott Bakula couldn't do the Tom Berenger.
God, terrible, just terrible.
I never saw that movie. Speaking of Scott Bakula, who was in Unnecessary Roughness with Sinbad and Kathy Ireland? Was that Bakula also?
That was Bakula, yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know why I just thought of that. There's no reason why I just asked that other than the fact that we were talking about it.
Hey, Necessary Roughness, man.
That was a great
Overlooked.
movie.
Overlooked.
Ahead of its time in a way.
Was that before or after the program?
Oh, that has to be before the program. The program's a very good. Craig Sheffer, there's a guy, Craig Sheffer, he had a two podcasts from now. He had a movie that almost made my
Oh,
horror list. What's
Merlin
that?
the Return.
It's the one where his face gets all. The only reason it didn't make the cut was even if I saw it, if I
No,
couldn't really
save it for that. Save it for that. Save it.
well, no, it didn't make my cut though.
Oh,
I was gonna say if a movie didn't make the cut was because even if I saw it was because I couldn't really remember it. Because it
okay.
was amazing as I was going through movies, I'm like, oh my God, I know I saw it. I don't remember it, so I can't talk about it.
Yeah, it's kind of disingenuous to list something that you can't remember as your favorite.
And that's kind of why I kind of, in a weird way, felt guilty doing it. So I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm not going to put it on there. Well, and when that podcast comes out, it it won't be. I won't say they're necessarily my favorite. Well, I guess in that genre they're my favorite. My favorites are franchise, so that's why it's hard to say that. But
Well, I couldn't make it like favorite horror franchise. It's gonna be Halloween, Evil Dead, Child's Play, easy shit.
you forgot Friday,
Yeah, I was getting to it.
but
I was gonna
otherwise
say
you nailed it.
it's
Yes.
just be easy. So you have to do and it's hard to find a horror that isn't a franchise.
The funny thing is, I was going through it, and there's so many movies that I always meant to watch that I owned at one time because of the video store. I told you the whole thing where I bought a bunch of movies for $1
Yep,
just to
yep.
fill the shelves. And of course, what do you get when you pay $1 for a VHS tape? Chances are it's freaking horror. And there's a ton of oh, son of a bitch. There's a ton of Sorry, I just realized something at the same time, and I can't say what it is. Um, but there's a ton of movies I never watched that I have no business not of watching by now. And
Roller Gator.
well, no, real movies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on. Oh, it doesn't have the budget.
Yeah, that kind of sucks too. See, when
There,
Box Office Mojo was a good website, they had the budgets on there, so you could use it. Now it's
oh,
garbage.
yeah, well, there was so Summer School with Mark Harmon and
Yeah.
them. I loved that movie as a kid. I watched it
Oh
so
yeah.
many times. And I'm like, there's no way that thing cost. But the more I think about it, that probably cost over $1 million. I cannot find the budget for it anywhere. I'm uh I'm actually putting a sixth movie on my list. I'm gonna throw it in the honorary mention because uh we're
Well,
not
I
gonna
think
agree on my list.
I hope not, because that makes discussion. But I think we should be done teasing it and get to it then if we're going to talk about
You
it.
know what? Let's end this podcast. I almost say let's do the horror first. Should we do
All
the
right,
horror comedy first? I don't care.
you can do the horror first. That's fine.
All right, so this was episode 40. So I guess episode 41 is going to be
The top 5 non-franchise horror movies.
yes, I couldn't say that again, so you had to say it. Which means 42 will be the top 5 under a
Movies,
million comedies.
comedies made under $1 million.
If I would have said 2 million, it would have been so much freaking easier. It's
Yeah, well, this
amazing how
wasn't
many movies just broke a million.
this wasn't meant to be easy.
I know. Well, that's true. That's what makes it better. All right. Well, I'll see you in episode 41.